I'm glad to be here with you today. I am running for state treasurer. It's a very critical office this year, probably more so than it ever has been in the past. And why is that? Because we're in a terrible economic time. The forecasters don't say it's going to be any better next year. And you know what? That's our dollars that we're talking about. That's very important. It's our tax dollars, and how do we spend them wisely for the next 4 years? So that's why I'm running for the state treasury. Now, I wouldn't do this at all without two things in my priorities being in place. One being my faith, and one being my family. I couldn't do it without those two priorities in my life. Many of y'all I've gotten to talk to, and I've handed out my push cards. And I've got 3 children, a 24-year-old daughter that's a teacher, a 16-year-old daughter, a 24-year-old son-in-law, and a 13-year-old son. And you know, they're supportive, and they're like, Mom, you got to do this. You can make a difference in the state of Mississippi for us if you run for this office. And I'm not a career politician by any means. I am very honored right now. I do serve as the executive director of the State Personnel Board for Governor Barbour. I took this position about 2 years ago. And the State Personnel Board is the human resource agency that shepherds all the state employees. So we shepherd about 32,000 state employees. So I understand what it's like to run an agency, to prepare a budget, to go through budget cuts. And how do you handle all that? I understand that legislative process, and I think that's extremely important. Because when the treasurer takes office next year, you got to have somebody that's ready to go from day one. We don't have time to waste. We have to know what's going on and be ready to make those hard choices that involve your dollars and my dollars. Because after all, this office is your office. I want you to hire me as your state treasurer because I'm qualified to do the job for you all. Now, there's some pretty big issues at hand. Anybody here have a credit card? Yeah, we all have a few, don't we? Does anybody know what the credit card bill is for the state of Mississippi today? What we pay on our bonds? It's $4 billion. My money, your money, every taxpayer's dollars. So you need somebody that's going to be able to be strong and look at those decisions and make those hard choices on what we spend our money on. The treasurer's office is a very, very important office. The treasurer's office is very complicated too. Not only do you work on the indebtedness, investments, but you also have to be involved in the impact program. Some of you all may be involved in that already. That's our Mississippi Prepaid Affordable Tuition College Savings Plan. So we need our kids in our colleges. We need them to grow up. We need them to go to school here because we have some fabulous schools. And then we need to keep them here. We need to keep those children in our state, get them good jobs. That is so important. Nothing's worse than seeing our children go out of state to school and go to another job in a different state, and we don't get them here. I think the treasurer has to have a seat at the table and be involved in those economic development projects, be involved in job creation. So the treasurer needs to be involved in all those different arenas to be a good treasurer for you, to do the things that you deserve from the very, very beginning. This is some big arenas that your treasurer can fill those void for you, and you will know that that person is watching out after your dollars. And so I think going in, you need to have the most experienced, qualified individual to work for you. I understand all the different pieces of the puzzle and feel very good about working for you. So I ask you to take my credentials, consider hiring me for the state jobs treasurer race. The election is August the 2nd. I had a couple of friends say, I can help you next August. And I went, no, it's this August. It's soon. So I appreciate you getting out and considering voting for me. But do feel comfortable that I can go to work as your state treasurer the day I'm sworn in, and there won't be any on-the-job training for me. It's been a great venture around the state. It's a wonderful opportunity. We have fabulous folks, very warm, receptive all around our state. And that's very reassuring. You know, we are a great state, and we need to be ambassadors every day for all the good things that our state has to offer. And we need to continue to strive and to work harder to make our state the best place to live in. Well, I hope you will consider me, and I hope you will pray for me and my family as we continue through the next few months. It's been an honor to be here with you today. May God bless you. May God bless the great state of Mississippi. Thank you.